Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another chapter reading, another full reading of On Isis and Osiris. Yeah, we about halfway through this. You know what I mean? It's about over. You know, I will say this, I love reading about my ancestors. I love knowing that we came, we conquered, we built, and to look at everything that was forged before Christ still in existence in the now of today. Come on, man. We brilliant. You feel me? We're brilliant. Not we was. We are brilliant people. We are a brilliant group, a culture, a continent of people. You feel me? We lost our way. We have not taught our babies how to be independent. We have not taught our babies, another word for independent could be self-preservation. We have not taught these things that was a part of structuring a civilization before Christ. We had to be self-contained so that we did not borrow or trade from our neighboring enemy. You feel what I'm saying? Our enemy had things that we needed for survival because it grew on their land, not our land. You get what I'm saying? But we had to figure a way to try to process it. You feel what I'm saying? Try to make it, try to plant it. Whatever it was that did not grow in Africa, that grew in the Middle East, that grew in Asia, that grew in Europe, that grew in America, that did not grow in Africa, and that was our enemy, it took something away from us that we needed. You feel what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, peace was more needed than war. You feel what I'm saying? Because our neighboring continents possess something that is a necessity in our land. You get me? Anywho, once again, I am the Nasty Pastor. Please go over there to Only Faith Ministries, Kemet Edition, and you can find the playlist of On Isis and Osiris. You can find the playlist of the teachings of Pizza Hotel, and you can definitely find the extras. You know what I mean? It's a playlist for the extras. Dive in it. It's some education in it. Dive in it. It's some things in there that gonna make some sense. If you slow your processing down, listen to it, figure do it pertain to you, and figure how it pertains to you in your life. And from that point right there, grind it out. You know what I mean? Grind it on out. But let's get into this chapter. And it starts, let these stories then be told by foreigners, since they offer an explanation within everybody's reach. But the more learned among the priests do not only call the Nile Osiris and the sea Typhon, but give the name of Osiris generally to every principle and power productive of moisture, regarding this as the cause of generation and the essence of seed. Typhon they call everything dry, fiery, desiccative, and antagonistic to moisture, for which reason, as they believe him to have been red-skinned and yellowish in person, they do not very willingly meet or converse with pleasure with people having such a complexion. On the other hand, they fabled that Osiris was black-colored because all water blackens earth, clouds, and garments when mingled therewith. And in young people, the presence of moisture renders the hair black, whereas grayness is, as it were, a growing pale, that by reason of desiccation comes upon them who are past their prime. So basically what, I got from that, you know what I mean? The older you get, the drier you get. That's what I'm getting. The younger you are, the more moisture is in you. I say this to you right here, you know what I mean? And I'm going to just say this, you know, take care of yourself. You know, be a health geek. Be a health nut. You know, people die every day of natural causes. People probably die more of natural causes than a gunshot or a knife wound. You feel me? And when I said more people may die of natural causes because the way we eat, it clogs up your arteries. You know what I mean? What you put into your body that's harmful sits in your body and produce a poison. You know what I mean? That poison, if your body is not healthy enough, it can't fight it off. You know what I mean? So smoke do what? The more smoke you inhale, it dries your lungs up, right? So that means your lungs in turn become hard like a brick, which means it's not pulling in air and it's not giving out in the air, right? So you suffocate. You feel me? So it's time to really get into health. It's time to really look at your body, look at the things you are consuming. You know what I mean? I had to cut back on soy. Don't get me wrong, I cook with it every now and then, but I'm not a soy consumer like I used to be because, you know, one, diabetes, high blood pressure, all that run on both sides of my family, on my dad's side and my mom's side. I've been blessed to not have any of it. You feel what I'm saying? Any of it. Any of it. But what I did ran across some months ago, maybe close to a year ago, my hand was swelling. And being that I know, you know, I talk to and I know a lot of people with high blood pressure, that's a sign. You got what I'm saying? When your hands are swelling and your feet are swelling, that's a sign that your salt intake, you have put, your body is not breaking down the salt intake that you're consuming fast enough. So I had to, you know, stop buying it. I do have some in my cabinet now, but that been in my cabinet maybe 2-3 months. You feel what I'm saying? And I eat every day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't put salt on my food. Sometimes I do. It depends on the seasonings I'm cooking, and it depends on what I'm cooking. Sometimes just, you know, when you look at the north side rice, there's enough salt in that. You don't need no more salt. I do put a lot of butter in it because I'm dealing with water to dilute that. You got what I'm saying? But let's get it back into this chapter reading and let's finish this on up. And where did we leave off at? The spring too is flourishing, generative and agreeable by autumn through the deficiency of moisture is both injurious to plants. The pestilential to animals, and the ox that is kept at Heliopolis, which they call Nevis, sacred to Osiris, and which some believe to be the sire of the Apis. The bull that was kept at Memphis is black and receives secondary honor to those paid to Apis. Besides Egypt, which is of black soil to the highest degree, as well as the black part of the eye, they call Chemia. Is this the long soap for root of cameo? The Nicolo was distinguished by the Romans as a Egyptilla, and compared by them to the eye, and compared to a heart, for it is hot and moist, and is chiefly enclosed and annexed to the southern parts of the habitable world. In the same manner as the heart is in the left hand parts of man. Yeah, I agree with that. The heart is in your left hand. It's on your left side of the body. Well, they say that it's in the middle of your body. You know what I mean? But your heart really lean more to the left side than the middle. So I agree with that, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm really starting to understand that, you know, to me, water is life. You got what I'm saying? So Osiris to me would be life. You feel me? Typhon to me would be death. You feel me? You get it? Typhon is something that's dry. Osiris is represented to something of moisture. You feel me? Look, once again, I am the nasty pastor. Once again, you know, the book opened for me. It just haven't opened up all the way with the knowledge that I know. And in a minute, I'm just getting ready to share the knowledge I know, but I want to keep it within my reading. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know, in time to come, I won't be doing this from books. I'm going to do this from off of knowledge that's stored in my memory. You feel me? I'm going to talk this to you. You got me? I might have some footnotes. I might have a what they call them things, the monitors. You could have your speech written and you just read from there. Yeah, I figured I could put it on my TV. I figured it would move slow enough on my TV for me to read it in front of me to present it to the world. But however it go, I'm going to figure this out. You got what I'm saying? Once again, I am the Nasty Pastor. Please go to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries, Kemet Edition, and put a like, put a share, put a comment, and definitely subscribe. You know what I mean? And don't just let me read. Don't just read along with me. Find you some books. You feel what I'm saying? Find you some books. If you a history geek, or you just someone want to know history, want to know your history, want to know the history of another culture, find you some books. Get to reading it. You know what I mean? If you're trying to figure how to present it on a platform, do you. Just present it. You can read, you're articulate, you can process what you're reading, you can comprehend what you're reading. Go on. Get it going. I need all the help I can get. We need all the help I can get. America big. You feel what I'm saying? Very big. And if the statistics had said 85% blind, deaf, and dumb, and 15% educated, you got what I'm saying? If that is the true statistics of America, if that is the true statistics of the world, I need everybody help. I need everybody help to reverse that. We needed to be 85% educated, 15% blind, deaf, and dumb. Understand? That's what we need. If we're looking for change in America, if we're looking to bring America back up, if we're looking to make America a self-contained country that don't rely on imports, then I need your help. You need my help. We need each other help. Let's get this going. Let's forge a new America. I love you, and I'm out.